it's Tuesday. How you doing? I hope you had a wonderful night last night in all that rain. I slept well, but we're up this morning and we're doing this. Let's see what's going on with Kendall in the newsroom, and then we'll be right back.
Good morning. We start with news that 29-year-old Bradley Travis Cole of Bweelzfit Castries was shot in his community on Saturday night. The incident occurred while there was a birthday celebration in the area.
There are children in the area. There are children who saw what happened, and for them to be talking about it right now, Mommy, I saw this and I saw that and I heard this and the boy lying on the ground and stuff. Well, that's not something like I really want the children to grow up into, because the same thing they see is the same thing they want to do growing up. Like, they'll think it's okay. It's not a good example, especially for little boys in the neighborhood.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force, RSLPF, is urging individuals with information regarding this latest homicide to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at 456-3770. Additionally, the crime hotline at 555 and the RSLPF crime hotline app are available for anonymous reporting. St. Lucians can expect hotter than average temperatures to continue until November this year, as well as more intense showers. The St. Lucia Met Services says the current weather is consistent with early forecasts of 2024 being a year for extremes.
There's a season from August to October, which is called the heat season for our region. And the forecast was for the heat season to be above normal. From earlier this year, the forecast was for the year. The year was dubbed the year of extremes, meaning that we expected high numbers of tropical storms for the Atlantic hurricane season, and we expected rainfall to be above normal, and we also expected temperatures to be above normal. The trend is expected to continue until the end of the heat season. So the latest update of the seasonal forecast also showed that the trend would continue.
According to Carrickhoff, shower intensity and frequency are likely to sharply rise, resulting in high potential for flooding, flash floods, and associated impacts like what was experienced on Monday. A steady decrease in heat stress is expected in November as the region transitions into the cool season by December. In other news, the CARICOM Reparations Commission, CRC, has issued a strong call for the United Nations to observe a second international decade for people of African descent. The current decade comes to a close at the end of this year.
As we approach the end, it is becoming very apparent that the first decade was established at a time when not much was known about why we needed the decade. And it has therefore taken a decade for us to be able to sufficiently understand and get governments and people the world over to understand why it is important to have a second decade for people of African descent.
The decade seeks to reaffirm the international community's collective commitment to advancing racial equality for everyone and to build a more equitable world for future generations. The St. Lucia Amateur Bodybuilding and Fitness Association is preparing to send a team to compete at the 52nd Central America and Caribbean Bodybuilding Championship that's taking place in Guyana in October this year.
We had our National Bodybuilding Championship on the 31st of August, and it was a successful event. And we have selected 7 athletes who are going to represent St. Lucia in Guyana in October. 2 bodybuilding athletes, 2 men's basic athletes, 1 bikini athlete, and 2 fitness challenge athletes.
This is the second time that Guyana will host the championship, the first time being in 2004. Taking place in the first weekend of October this year, the event will be hosted at the National Cultural Center in Guyana with over 200 athletes from 25 nations expected to participate in the event. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Oh, thank you, Kendall. We need to take a short break and come back. You probably wouldn't expect us to go this route, but I think it's absolutely wonderful and cool that we have somebody within that department who is looking out for us. I mean, have you ever thought of it? A person who is actually helping mothers or becoming mothers or already established mothers in the breastfeeding department? Well, breast or baby to breast lactation services is here to take care of just that. And the camera guy asked, "You ready?" And I said, "Yes." And what does that mean? That's loaded. Are you ready to have a baby again? Are you are you ready? That is a loaded question. But nonetheless, we have Sherilyn James here with us from Baby to Breast Lactation Services. Now, that piqued me interest because I said lactation, I know what that means. You understand? A service concerning lactation? Sherilyn, you have to break this down. How are you, darling?
I'm good, and you, Maureen?
I am wonderful. Now you're starting to get my brain sticking again. You might just draw me back into places I say I left already. What is this all about?
So I help mommies who are breastfeeding and those that have not even had the babies yet prepare for breastfeeding. As well, I don't know if you experience it, but a lot of us, when we first have our babies, we don't know anything about breastfeeding. We struggle. I struggled myself. So I realized this was something that we needed in St. Lucia, and I went from there.
Right. No, I'm happy because my first baby, my first child, I didn't know anything about it and I had nobody to teach me. And I remember that was one of the most uncomfortable experiences I've had in all of my life. And you know what in turn happened? By the time my second and third child came around, I limited on the actual breastfeeding because to me, from my first experience, I said, "Me don't want to do that." So the last one didn't breastfeed at all, or I didn't breastfeed him at all because I was from that first experience. Because no one taught me. Traumatized is the word.
Yes, you're traumatized. So many people are traumatized because we think it's okay to be in pain when you're breastfeeding. They tell us it will get better. Nobody guides us. We don't know what we're doing. We expect to get that type of support from the hospital, and it's very limited. The nurses themselves are very limited in their experience when it comes to it. I just knew it was something that I needed to go into, and it's been very interesting. I've learned a lot. I'm very passionate about it. I love helping new mothers get through their challenges, and it's a continuous learning experience for me as well as any clients that I come across.
Right. Now, there are a couple of things you need to know when you're becoming a mother beforehand that you have to do to prep yourself, and I think that is some of the areas in which we didn't understand. So by the time the actual time reached where we needs to get, and baby is pulling on this thing, and listen, I used to have blisters, used to be cut around the edge, and then by the time they're hungry again, this thing done, ew, and, oh my God. So have the mothers been accepting? Have they been? How do you find them? Do they come to you? How does it work?
Well, I have a few who have come to me. I also did an internship at OKEU from last year into this year. So I got exposed to a good bit of them. And for a lot of them, they were very grateful of my presence. Right? And those who have assisted privately, they're even more grateful. So for one thing, just you were mentioning prepping for having the baby. And the most important thing I think there is that we need to do is to do the breastfeeding classes beforehand, because education is key. Education is important no matter where in life you are or you are going. And most people who do the classes, they can tell you they were better prepared when they went to have their babies. And that first night makes or breaks breastfeeding for a lot of people, that first night. So if you are prepared from before you even have the baby, and you get through that first night, you're more likely to continue breastfeeding. than if you don't.
Now, what does the program entail? Now, you have a full service, you're offering a full service, so that means you're doing the prep, the breastfeeding classes before. What are some of the other things? What if somebody have already started and then they come to you after, during? Are you able to assist then as well?
Yes, so I start from the classes until you win. So we do the breastfeeding classes before you have the baby. If you've had baby, you're experiencing challenges, we can assist you from then. As long as you're breastfeeding, we can support you. And then when you're ready to go back to work, I'm here if you need that type of support. If you need to win the baby, I'm here if you need that type of support. Right. And it's very hands-on. Right. Yes.
Right. Now, let me ask you, in terms of, the numbers, because a lot of the times we keep here, we're having breast conversation. Huh? Stop it. Right. In terms of the numbers, because maybe you doing your researches while you were researching to do the business, have we seen like a less, or the numbers dropping in terms of breastfeeding, where we know the importance of ensuring the breastfeeding, but we've been seeing a lot of mothers moving away from that, myself included. I'm not ashamed to say it because it is the reality, moving away from that. Do you believe that this service is going to lend or add value towards us getting back to that point where we were trying to promote that healthy breastfeeding sort of culture?
Yes, I think being available to breastfeeding mothers can help improve the breastfeeding numbers. So I don't have stats for St. Lucia right now because they don't exist. Sadly, yes, they don't have any recent numbers right now. But yes, everywhere in the world has statistics, and it's going up now. However, for the longest while, we had a very low number of breastfeeding mothers. And funny enough, you'd find that the poorer communities are those who gravitate away from breastfeeding. Yes.
To go and buy milk, and we don't have money. Yes. Now make it make sense.
It's a status thing, I think. It's a status thing. So we try to get the education out there because we want you to understand the importance. We want you to know why you're doing it. We want you to know the correct way to do it. Because if you have that support, you're more likely to stick to it. Right. Now, we also have the situation where you have some older people who've done things a certain way and they believe that you should do it that way as well. So when you don't have their support, it makes it a little harder. So it's not just about my support. It's also about the support of your friends and your family. Right. Because, come on, it takes a village. Absolutely. We say that. It takes
and you really and truly cover all of that. Yes. Now, this is interesting, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who might be viewing right now who might want to contact you for your services. Where can we find you? How does it work?
Well, you can contact me via my cell phone number, 712-6455. That spells out milk. Or yes, or you can contact me on Instagram, on Facebook. I do both in office, 3 sets of appointments, in office, virtual, and home visits. So you don't have to come to me. I know a lot of people don't want to take their newborns out there. Yes. So I will go to you. Wow. And I will do it island-wide.
Wow. Yes. This is amazing stuff. You need to check her out. Baby to breast lactation services. Go look for it on Instagram, on Facebook, or give her a call. All right, you have the number. Give her a call. Thank you.
You're welcome, Maureen.
I love it. Yes. I absolutely love this. And it's Creole Heritage Month that's upcoming. And you know us girls, we like to get into the fashion. It has become a very big part of the celebration. And one of the places I am sure to pop in anytime that time of year comes around is by Perry Bags. So we're here with Perry. And Perry had to slap a little Creole thing on that there for me. Like,
little madras, something. Yeah, we need Creole man, you know.
Wonderful. Perry, how are you?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Good to see you. And of course, every single day we passing and we lays in.
Every single day, Maureen. Every day. And today you inside the shop.
No, but I had to show up because it's my understanding you have a big thing coming up and you know we're excited about that.
You know, my bag's been around for so long, and then it's been sleeping. So I said, let me try something to bring it back up. Okay. So I decided to do a fashion show. So I do my bags, and I say I want to do selfish. I'll still invite 1-2 designers. So about 3 designers on board with me.
Perry, now let me wire back down a little bit. And you're right, you are so correct, because when we just started this thing, I mean, I came into St. Lucia, and when we thought about local bags and that caliber of bags, we know of Perry. Recently, we've seen quite a number of other emerging designers, which is fine. But you're right, Perry bags can't just go down like that.
No, it can't. It just can't die. So I invite I won't give the names yet, but I invited 3 other designers. I'm hoping to get another one, but for now I have 3. And then it's on the 19th of October at the Big Art.
No, I want to wire back down with you, because a lot of people may not understand when you first had the vision to go into making bags at that level. Take me back there.
Well, when I started, there was Membets was already in existence, so Membets was there, and then there was a few. I didn't know much about other bag makers, but they've been coming up. That's nice, because in my industry and my design is bags, so it's nice to see other bag people coming up.
Right.
Yes, and then they're all different. There's no 2 bags are the same, so they're all different. So it's nice.
When you came on, there was a big bang.
There was
A big bang. Everybody wanted to be seen with a Perry bag. What changed? What changed, Perry?
Nothing really changed. I'm still in it. I just moved I started doing sack. And then they're not bringing in the sack like the colors that used to have red, purple, yellow. They stopped bringing that in. So I kind of moved from the sack and I went into denim, and the denim been doing very well. And lately I adopt the African.
Right.
So that's been going very well.
Right. Now, the fashion show is just one tier to bring back the presence, and that's fine. But are there other plans? I mean, you're watching the dynamics, how things is going on. I mean, there's different design. There's certain things that you might want to include that might catch the attention of the young people.
Oh, yes, and especially your location. Because people always ask, where you located? Where can get a bag? So hopefully your location might come up after that.
You think that is one of the issues as well?
That's one of the issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the actual,
the actual bags.
The showcasing that you're going to be having.
Well, again, it's at the Big Gardens, at the Bougainvillea, and then some sweet, delicious bags coming up. Yeah, like this one right there.
Ooh, we're gonna get a look at this in a minute.
Right there. And there's one on the mannequin there right there. There's another one right there.
Oh, I like that one. Hold this. Hold. I like this one.
You like this one?
Is nice. I like this.
Yes.
But this is hip. This is new one. They said this is nice.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I like this one. I like this one, guys. Oh, that's a Perry bag right here. You see this? Wonderful. So you got a number of that. What kind of atmosphere would be taken? Because I know you're a man. You like a lot of glare and flair.
I pray and I hoping people come to support. I hoping my friends. Well, I get them good. I just say, I do not show on in October. Yeah, send me a ticket. So.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're doing it in collaboration, of course, with the Creole Man.
Heritage Month, because we're in October, so we're doing it it's like a week before the show, so people have enough time to buy bags to go to the show. Yeah.
Oh, you're a smart man. Well, again, where can we get tickets? How much is the tickets? And
the tickets will be $75, and then from me, and then later on when I have the physical tickets, I will say where it should be or who will have it, where you can get tickets from.
But for now, they can check you out. Where are you located again in town?
I'm on Bweelzfit Street,
Wonderful.
opposite Starlights.
There you go. All right, so come look for Perry. Listen, I'm going out in that weather today. Talk to me nice. You know? I'm missing the orange kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can hit the runway. Good.
Of course.
All right, I want this one. That's
one?
orange.
That bag, let me see.
No.
That bag, you sure?
Yeah.
Well, let me tease you.
Okay, hold on. He's about to tease me. Hold on there. Wait, let me see. Perry, know what you're doing there for me, please and thanks. Oh, yeah, because it's Creole. No, look me here. All right, well, put on that one. Oh, this one is nice. Right, okay, all right. White or black dress and I good to go.
No, you have the orange.
I'm on the runway. Talk to me nice. Come out, I'll be there, strouting the runway at Perry Bags. Perry, have a good
Good, St. Lucia, good morning. Today, we're going to chestify for y'all. You know what's chestify? What's chestify? That's right. We're going to push out the chest to satisfy the nation. Again, so today we're going to work on the chest. Again, we're going to get our blue water bottle. So if the 1.5 is too heavy, you can get your 750 milliliters. Still going to get the job done as long as we take our time to execute the exercise. So make sure you get your mat on your floor. We're going to be lying down for these chest exercises. Let's get it popping. So guys, we're going to show a series of chest exercises that can be done at your home with just your bottles of water laying on the floor. Simple, no big machines or anything like that. We're going to execute the exercise. So the first exercise, but it's going to have a little twist because our legs are going to be slightly elevated. If your legs cannot be elevated, that's fine. You can keep it down or flat across. But for those of us who are a bit advanced, we're going to elevate your legs. So first we're going to go chest press. All right? So we're going to hit the core at the same time, slightly elevated. In that way, we're hitting the chest. The target, the chest has been worked out. Full stretch, we're going 8 reps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Breathe, rest. We're going straight into it. The next exercise, we're going to flies. Stretch hands out. Now, for regular flies, you go like this. 1, 2. But if you advance, you can spin it in. 3, 4. Or you can mix it up. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. See, it's no. Well, actually, it's tough. I burn already. But I can afford to burn because it's Bweelzfit lifestyle. Bweelz means burn, Bweelé. So the third exercise, we're going to keep it to our chest. Legs up, I'm going to press up. Let's go. 1, slowly come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, St. Lucia, remember my legs are elevated because I'm targeting my core at the same time. It can be painful for others, so you can just leave your feet down or stretch it out. Right? So, for the next exercise, we're going to do pullovers. Again, we're going to pull it over. We're going to pull it over. Stretch it out from your chest, straight out to the back, and pull into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, woo, and 8. Excellent. Oh, can I go home now? We're not done yet? All right. So that's about how many? 3 or 4 exercises? Only 3? I thought there were 7 exercises already. Okay. So for the 4th exercise, we're going to alternate the chest press. However, we want it solid, so we want it passing halfway. So when these go up, by the time it's coming down, we want that one going up. All right? Let's go, St. Lucia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew, that was excellent. So remember, that's just one set of each exercise I'm showing you all. However, you can do 3 or 4 sets or 5 sets with the amount of reps you guys so desire to meet your fitness goals. And the last but not least exercise to stretch it out, we're going to hit some push-ups. Stretch it out with some push-ups. So we're going to hit 8 push-ups. Again, if you want to build, you take your time, take it slow, tone a little faster, but get the job done. Remember, if you have carpet at your home, You don't want your face down. You don't want to breathe in the dust. So you keep your head forward. All right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Notice my body is flat. My bum is not in the air, protruding out. Keep it flat. Go down and come up. Ahead. Remember, by the time you take your time to execute your exercise, your results are guaranteed. Remember, stay focused. Good morning.
Well, this is our cue to bid you an awesome day today. Go on out and be great. Now, we'll be back again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning. It's going to be Wednesday, so we're going to have 3 features. But in the meantime, this amazing Tuesday, we want you to go on out and enjoy it to the fullest. And of course, just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. All right, let's do it again tomorrow.